Welcome everyone, it's Unstoppable Streletsy with yet another Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition casting game. Now today we're going to be doing a match between the Maltese and the Mexicans. You know, two of my favorite DE3 exclusive civs here. Well, Mexico not so much because of wool, but this version of Mexico. Before we get started, let's look at the map real quickly and see anything that's going to be really important for this match. So, I notice here you got this little bit of like a triangle here between a trade route with about 2 trading posts and a native site on, really it seems to be both, well actually there's 2 native sites here, yeah. One that protrudes down here, yeah, so I think this is going to be more of Red's territory, that being Mexico. I think this is going to be more of Blue's territory, that being Malta. So yeah, it's going to be curious to see who grabs the train post first and really starts exploiting them along with the natives. Let's begin, shall we? Yeah, so Malta. How can I begin with Malta? I was really excited when the Malta was first announced for the Mediterranean patch, which, believe it or not, was actually, I think, inspired by the patch that was in Wars of Liberty at the time, yeah, which also contained both Malta and Italy. Malta has since been removed from Wars of Liberty, so you're going to have to play them in D3 now, but overall they did a good job with them. They are a really good civ that uses a lot of elements from the Age of Empires 3 campaign, like the fixed guns and the gunpowder caches that explode, so yeah, lots of that stuff, and it's pretty defensible, I would say, so a lot of defensive aspects. You're really supposed to hide behind your fortified buildings a lot of the time and just slowly push your way out while also booming, which looks like both sides are grabbing a trading post on this side, which is pretty interesting, yeah. And to give a little intro on Mexico, you know, lots of different card options because they're similar to the US, where they age up with the state that contains about 2 cards, but also they can revolt in each age as well. They get like so many different revolutionary states that they can go into, and also they can return to Mexico, which will propel them an age forward than they would normally be. So if you revolt in age 2 and you return to Mexico, you will return to Mexico in age 4 in the industrial age. Just so we're aware of that. Mexico's going to be starting out with 2 settlers and 1 hacienda wagon card. This is a Mexico standard. Gives them a lot of resource acquisition since the hacienda that comes with it can trickle food or coin. And it can even be configured to make settlers or cows, so very flexible. They also picked up some wood, which will certainly help again their revolt down later too. Or possibly even a house, so yeah, it should be pretty good. He's also going to be going for some XP here too. And XP is usually the driving force behind the revolt, so yeah, maybe we'll see some of that action today. Aha, so we see land grab. Now this is making me think maybe we're going to see a mass spam of haciendas, since this will make them inevitably cheaper to make and also quicker to build too, so yeah, it's totally possible we're going to see hacienda spamming from Mexico today. Whereas Malta, they started out with just standard 3 settlers. The golden rule of Malta is you start with 3 settlers and you work your way to the German tongue, which gives you about 2 settler wagons, which equates to about 4 settlers worth of gathering, which is kind of insane for an age 1 card, and also a commandery wagon. And that commandery will then be able to train additional settler wagons, about 4 more of them, equating to about 10 settlers worth of gathering. Well, actually 12 between all 6 of the settler wagons, so quite powerful actually. It costs about 450 wood, As you can see here, Malta has switched to chopping wood. This is the standard build order for Malta to do so that they can afford the German tongue. And by the time that you're just about in age 2, you'll be able to afford that 450 wood and get it. Oh wow, Mexico's really hanging up on the XP treasures up here. What's this? They're gonna go for a third age 1 card. Rancheros. Enables haciendas to produce suatreros, which is an outlaw cavalry similar to the Comanchero, but they throw a lasso as a charge attack. Haha, so, yeah, I think I know what's going on here. I know what's going on, so... Mexico, they are going to mass up all 7 of their haciendas in the build limit here. They're going to throw them all over the map, and they're going to make suatreros from them, instead of getting resources from them. And as an extension of that, I would deduce that they're going to go for a Baja California revolt to synergize with all these outlaw cavalry that are going to be coming in from these haciendas. And we even see a saloon coming down here too, which is going to trickle some coin and allow the training of additional outlaws, should he go with that revolt. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to see a big revolt today in the Baja California. Moving back to Malta. So now they're going with the Wignacourt constructions. This is the standard 3rd card for Malta always. You go with settlers, German tongue, and then finally Wignacourt constructions. It basically allows any settlers or settler wagons working near a commandery, a town center, or a outpost to gather at a quicker rate of about 10%. Yeah. Well, actually, it's closer to about 30%, it looks like. Yeah, 30%. Because you got 10% in general, and then it works even better around the buildings. Yeah, so very powerful. At the least, if you're not near one of these buildings, it'll be like having a economic theory when they're hunting, mining, or chopping. But if it's near the building, it's like having 3 economic theories working at the same time, which is super powerful. Super duper powerful, actually. One thing that's alarming me, though, for Mexico, is the fact that Malta could technically nab these trading posts a lot easier since they're closer to him. But at the same time, we see Mexico active in this area, working on this really, relatively difficult treasure to acquire. They got about 40 coin and about 40 XP. Is that right? Yeah. And Malta is now getting steel traps. Yeah, so Malta is probably looking to do a bit of booming here, I think. They're also sending in the wood to get their defenses up, since Malta is the king of defense. But do we see that revolt from Mexico yet? We probably will at some point. It seems like priority number 1 for Mexico was completed. Get about 7 haciendas. Oh, here comes the Baja California revolt. Yeah, there it is. And following that, he's going to go with Texacala Textiles. So this is basically going to give him a large group of settlers. So essentially it starts out with 2 settlers, and each of the haciendas is also going to produce 2 settlers, totaling to about 16 settlers. Since all of your settlers turn into these filibusters once you hit the Baja revolt, it's kind of nice to have a bit of economy again to be able to afford additional outlaws. These filibusters, by the way, nasty unit to deal with. You know, they have a really good siege with their dynamite. They act like sort of like musketeers, where they have a bayonet to fight cavalry with. They can even use a charge attack to throw their dynamite at the units, which deals a lot of splash and crush damage. So yeah, it's pretty Pretty powerful stuff. Pretty powerful stuff. And they're going to be assisted by all these Fortreros too. These guys are pretty insane with their lassos. See here it has about 2 splash. So even if you're not facing a cavalry and artillery unit, they can still wipe out small groups of infantry as well. And I wondered, oh, now we see a robber barons coming in too. So yeah, this revolt also lets you access a factory wagon too. So Mexico's going to have about 16 settlers. Is that right? And 1 factory, so economically they're going to be in pretty good shape. Mind you, they've taken this trading post here in Malta territory, and they're going to snab this one too with this frontier post wagon. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty spicy situation for Malta to deal with. Can they do it though? We're going to have to see. And we're also going to probably see some Magyar Hussars coming in from Radetzky's march here from the natives. So yeah, this is going to be a nasty situation for Malta to clean up here. I wonder what Malta's going to do now. So Malta's going to do some crossbow spamming, it looks like. He's also going to be acquiring the veteran crossbowman upgrade in the Fortress Age. This is probably the most reasonable thing he could go with at this point, since, you know, Malta does not get skirmishers, right? They have to send one of the tongue cards to get a better skirmisher unit. So for now, veteran crossbowman is what he's going to have to deal with, right? Yeah, he doesn't have British tongue or Portuguese tongue in here, so no Cazadors or longbowmen. It's all going to be crossbowmen. But that's alright. I mean, Malta gets some really powerful crossbowmen. They can get some really good range and multipliers with this card, Steel Bolts. They also get all 3 of these combat cards here. So, yeah, Malta could definitely manage if they keep their eco going up pretty good. He's even getting Log Flume, which is going to help him keep up with the wood cost that Crossbowman has. Very smart indeed. Interesting. So Mexico actually built a small wall here to guard this section of the map and possibly protect the cathedral. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. I wonder if we're going to see any... Yeah, we see crossbowmen and hussars here. These are veteran hussars, so you're aware. Malta trains all their cavalry from the commandery. And they also don't have to upgrade them, since the commandery will shadow tech their cavalry for them. As a result, they are a little more expensive, about 130 food and about 90 coin, which is 10 more resources than normal, just to account for all those free upgrades that are going to be coming in for them. Oh, but wait a second though, we see Suatrelos going for a lasso attack on the hussars. Boy, is that a blunder. Yeah, you shouldn't even have hussars on the field, I would argue, because... Well, yeah, this. Get out of there, man. You're getting outnumbered right now. You need to leave. Get out of there. Retreat. Retreat. Put up the white flag and get out of there. Yeah, Nah, they're not... They somehow survived. It's a Christmas miracle, I guess, if it was Christmas, but, in general, that was a bad play. You really shouldn't go in until you have a larger group of crossbowmen, because you know that the special attack of the filibusters could really mess up your forces there. Yeah, definitely. Also, the fact that you're dealing with these Suatreros with their lasso attack, pretty nasty indeed. So you have to be really careful of that. Very, very careful of that. How is the resources of Mexico doing? Yeah, see, they got a bunch of settlers working, about 16 of them. Then they got the factory trickling wood, so they're doing pretty well right now for themselves. What else is he... Yeah, see, this is the lifeline of the Baja California Revolt. Basically, it's called Soldier of Fortune. It makes it so that any sorts of military units that you kill will give a bounty of coin as well as XP. So basically when these Swartreros and the filibusters killed off those crossbowmen and hussars, he actually made a bit of coin from that fight, which helps him feel more outlaws basically. So he could make Swartreros, or he could make the other two Mexican outlaw units, similar to the Pistolero and the Renegado effectively. What do we see here though? We see veteran pikemen, crossbowmen. So, pike and shot. This is the standard military comp of Malta on average. They usually go for pikemen in the front, and then they support them with some crossbowmen in the back. For all intents and purposes, this is a pretty good build here, since should the pikemen get anywhere near the Swartreros, they could dish some serious damage to them, as well as the crossbow bolts in the back could deal some serious multiplier damage as well. So, you know, two very decent counters to these cavalry units. Assuming they reach them and they can catch up with them, of course. Which, you know, these guys can always bail out if they have to. I wish these settlers here could bail out of this, though. It looks like he's going to have some real trouble gathering in this spot, because these Swartreros are right underneath the TC right now. It's time for these pikemen, pikes, and expos to shine right now and save the day. They killed one of them, and the rest have to run away for now until he can come up with a solid attack strategy. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? We see a return to Mexico. Oh, but at the same time, we see Malta aging up into the industrial age. So what looked like a serious Baja California rush, all out, is now going to be an industrial age war between the two. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. The thing you gotta understand, though, is besides the cards that you see up here, all these cards below are going to disappear when he returns to Mexico. They'll be restored with the cards from his standard Mexico deck that he picked. Right? All the ones at the top there are going to remain, so he can acquire those later. Yeah, right now, this is not good. This is not good at all. See, look at all the coin he's making from these settler snipes. That is not good. You need to deal with that. You need something to get this Swartrero problem under control before it controls you. Get the pikemen, run them forward, and get the crossbowmen in there going pew 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 with their bolts. Like that. Yeah, that was a good shot, but you know, you have to force them back. If you can't force them back and make them stay back, this is going to be a constant problem for you that you're going to have to deal with. You need to deal with this. Also, Mexico, since you have full pop outlaws, why don't you take these haciendas and switch them back to food or coin? You know, optimize your economy a bit. Might save you some resources, you know? You might be able to get a little food or coin out of that deal, I think. Since you're not going to be able to make any more of these guys anyways until somebody gets killed, why not make some food or coin right now and switch your haciendas into something useful? But what he is going to do, though, he's going to get cantinas, which is going to reduce the pop cost of his Swartreros, which count as outlaw units. So yeah, this is going to help him out a lot. He's also getting Mexican standoff, which gives outlaws a chance at a critical hit. And also cavalry combat, which effectively will affect these guys as well. We could also see outlaw combat, which would be an even better upgrade too. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that potentially. With all this stuff going on with Mexico, though, Malta's got to be thinking, how am I going to deal with this mess? What am I going to do here? What he's planning is right now is just guard pikemen, arbalesters, which is the Royal Guard upgrade for crossbowmen, which not only gives them improved attack and HP, but even a bit of additional range as well. as well as field guns. The guard upgrade for falconets. So I think he's going to use pike and shot to deal with the Suerteros, and he's going to use the field guns to wipe out any filibusters that he comes across, and to destroy these walls as well. He really needs a artillery piece to blast apart these defensive structures that Mexico has carefully placed everywhere. At this point, I think Mexico is just biding its time, waiting for the right time to strike. They do need to strike at some point, though, because I'm just paying attention to the score up here. It looks like Malta, with their booming potential of having multiple town centers, as well as having those settler wagons working from the German tongue, are effectively out-ecoing their enemies. That's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong, but I think if Mexico doesn't do something soon, they're going to be so far behind economically that Malta is just going to overpower them with sheer resources to keep spamming stuff out. Mexico is hanging out around here looking for a good strike, but they did get some Vil kills, though. That's always welcome. But now you have to deal with this army of pikemen. Do not let the pikemen touch you. If you let the pikemen poke you, they will poke you super duper hard and you will die. At the same time, if you can keep getting these nice freebie shots here with the Suerteros and the filibusters, that's going to mean more coin for you. And let's look at the coin right now. Yeah, you notice every time they get a decent killing, they're going to make a little coin from that. But unfortunately, they're starting to lose some numbers here, too. But they're going to try to force Malta back by shipping in some heavy cannon, followed by some Spanish lancers called Spanish sympathizers. Ships a number of powerful Garchistas and enables them to be trained from forts. So, let's see here if these heavy cannons can get some serious shots in. Yeah. These things are going to be like little piggy banks if they can get it. Yeah, looks like, yeah, for now this heavy cannon is doing some good work. It's acting like a little piggy bank every time it blows up a big group of infantry, but unfortunately it just died, yeah. Too bad indeed. Because now you got the crossbowmen in close pursuit. But then the Galichistas come in to thrust their lances through your cannons. Boy, you didn't see that coming, did you? No, you didn't. Your falconets right there. Dead. Crossbowmen running for their very lives now. Get them out of there. Seriously. These guys can't deal with Galichistas. They're made to be dealing with the Suerteros. The Lancers being shipped in just changed the game completely right now on the field. You need to get these guard pikemen in the front right now and start thrusting forward to deal with this onslaught here. I would say get some more guard pikemen, get some more crossbowmen, and then you can go full throttle into this army here. Because I feel like pike and shot is the way to go right now. Pikes deal with the Galichistas, crossbowmen deal with the Suerteros and the leftover filibusters. That to me sounds like a decent deal. Also, why not ship in this? Royal Horsemen, that could definitely help. Or armored pistoliers. You got a bunch of cool little mercenary shipments in here that could probably give you a bit of a boost, you know? You could probably use that right now. Could probably use that right now. But we'll see though. Where's the settler plot at, by the way? So he's about 58 settlers, would that be? So he's about more than halfway there, I would say, in terms of what he needs to be full. What did he just ship? He sent Land of Walker. The inspiring flag may be planted anywhere and causes outlaw and trading post abilities to recharge significantly faster. So what he's going to do is he's going to use his inspiring flag to get massive spamming of the lassos from the sorteros. That's the idea. And we do see even some natives being added in, Lipka Tatars. Now, I can't speak to why he's making these. Maybe he thinks, you know, more field guns are coming in or something. They're definitely not going to help against pike and shot, though. I can say that for sure. But wait a minute, we do see Shananko riders, the veteran Shanankos. These guys, they're pretty powerful. They deal some serious multiplier damage to crossbowmen or any other sort of skirmisher / light infantry. So yeah, Malta's going to really have to make sure that these Lancer-style units, including them and the Garchistas, do not get past the line of the pikemen, or he's going to have some serious problems to deal with here. Serious problems. Serious problems. Yeah, now it looks like Mexico's finally working on economy. We're starting to see settlers come out of the TC. We're also seeing very early architects like hunting dogs finally coming in too. So Mexico really has to think about resources now. They can't afford to get too many of these units killed right now. All it takes for you is Malta. Get a very cheap trash army of pike and shot. Wipe out good fraction of this army. And you effectively kill Mexico because they don't have the resources to replenish what you kill. So you as Malta can go in right now with your big spam. Get as many kills as you can. You don't have to win the fight. But you do have to get a lot of casualties and you do have to rebuild your army very quickly. With, you could certainly build some more hospitals in the front, I would say, for production reasons. Yeah, for sure. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that gate right over. Yeah, that is scary. That is definitely a scary threat because Mexico can just run behind the gate. Yeah. Free kills, free coin. Take it. Take it or leave it. Take it. You know? If you can get little kills in there like that to get some coin, great. Malta, though, going for more natives. They right now got the line infantry. Then they're going to get the, what are these? Yep, the mounted infantry as well. These guys are basically dragoons that can switch into skirmishers and back if they want to. So it's going to have a lot of powerful things going for them. First upgrade for the plantations coming in, or the estates as they're called in D3. Royal Mint coming in, so a lot of eco stuff. Yeah, we've already seen refrigerations research. Now Royal Mint's going to come in, so yeah, his estates and mills are going to be working real hard now. Yeah, definitely. We do finally see the guard pike. Is he going to come in, or is he going to wait a little longer? Is he going to wait a little longer or come in? Oh, but 20k points ahead, is that right? Yeah, Mexico, what are you doing? You need to do something to this guy. You need to make Malta cry. Right now, you gotta make him hurt, or they're gonna hurt you. You need to thrust your lances. You need to throw your ropes at them. You need to get kill. Start getting lots of resources. I'm gonna be watching you. Then watch that coin coming. Is he gonna get enough coin to do something? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, look at him farming that coin though. That's gonna make a big difference in replenishing that army though. For sure. For sure. Look at that. Look at the coin. Look at the coin he's getting. Look at all the coin he is winning. Look at all the coin he is winning from all these kills. He knows he needs to do this now. He even sent the Magyar Hussars from the Radetsi March from the native side. So those are going to be used against the crossbowmen. What has he got there in the back? What is that? Oh, those are the dynamite from the leftover filibusters. Yeah. Now he's going to try to siege the base. Now he's going to try to push in. Keep the pressure going. if any defensive units pop up, like these, I imagine Mexico's gonna snipe them right away and take the coin he gets from their spoiled bodies, you know? Yeah, kill these pikemen right now, though. You can't afford to take any extra hits. If you can hit him first and take down his pikemen, then that's additional free coin for you to use. Look at that taunt. Look at that taunt. He knows. Now you're in trouble, mate. Now you're in trouble. Because I'm going to get millions and millions and millions and millions of kills. And that's going to farm me lots and lots and lots and lots of dinero. From Mexico. Lots of dinero. Mucho dinero. Look at that. Look at all those kills. And look at all the coin he farmed. He's got about almost 3.5k coin in the bank from all of this marauding of his outlaws. This is really a good show of how powerful the Baja California Revolt is. And I don't even think Malta at this rate. Could be wrong. Yeah, he doesn't have fencing school or riding school. He's not going to be able to produce units very quickly to poke these guys out of his base. This is not good at all. This is looking kind of fatal right now. What do you do as Malta right now? You got like, what's that, like almost 10k food. Got about 2k coin. Following the Imperial Age. El Presidente. What's El Presidente gonna do for you though? Give you some resources perhaps? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Malta can actually do right now. This is not looking good. They are taking way too many casualties, which is not only making his economy bleed dry, but Mexico is sucking that blood up like a vampire, grabbing coin from those spoiled bodies, pretty much. Wow, look at this. Guard Hospitalier. So he's going with the swordsman with the splash attack. I just love how this Mexico is just taunting his enemy so hard right now because he knows what's going on is gonna eat him. He's eating his enemy alive right now, like as if he was like a big taco. A taco muy grande. Look at that. And then he's cleaning house over here. At this point, the Royal Guard Charo upgrade for the Chinancos makes it really impossible for him to put down any units that don't die within seconds. Mere seconds. He's going to try to use splash attacks here from the Hospitalier. That might do a little... Yeah, see, this is going to be a serious threat right here. Let's see if Malta can make the comeback story of the century by making these guys. Yeah, maybe he can thrust this back. Let's see. Well, he is getting some kills. He's getting some success. But he just doesn't have the production buildings. He's lost most of them. He is actually gonna... Yeah, exactly. He is looking not too good right now, you know? This might be able to work if you had some more coin left and you had about 10 hospitals maybe. But one hospital only? That's looking fatal. Really? Such a noob? Yeah, in a sense I feel like that's kind of true right now because Malta just needed to have like 20, 30, maybe even 40 hospitals spamming pikemen or these Hospitalier swordsmen. But he didn't do that. He had... What I remember before is he had all the field hospitals in the back of the base. He really should have had a bunch of them in the front of the base here. And he should have been thrusting full throttle at Mexico, denying them a full unit mass. Let's look at the post game. I mean, yeah, the coin. This is all from outlaws. This is from outlaws committing total mayhem and destruction. Malta clearly won in the other resources, but just because he was getting so many kills, he was able to keep up with coin as if he had a full coin economy with upgrades, just like Malta did. In terms of kills, Yeah, 380 kills. Most of these are giving them free coin because of the lovely, what's that card called? Let me get that card real quick. This card right here. Soldier of Fortune. Yeah, Soldier of Fortune is a game changer when you're Mexico. Game changer. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed seeing this Baja California revolt. I totally did. I mean, this is why I like Mexico. You know, fun revolts. If you want to see more wonderful cast of games, including some potentially with Mexico, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this one so more people can enjoy these casting games. See you on the next casting I do. Signing off now.